What's up, everybody? Welcome to the drone show. Got one for you today for stainless steel knives specifically. I'm going to actually use a stone that is designed to be used with stainless steel knives, but you can use it with whatever you want, right? But its actual purpose and intention was for stainless steels, because as we know, sometimes stainless steels can clog up stones, different stones and whatnot. Something you may not have known is, for example, the King 300, King Deluxe 300 here. Show you over here in this little GoPro. That is the 300 grit. Comes in a box like this. So that stone is actually not designed to be used with certain stainless steels, right? You can use some. I've used it with VG10 with no problems, things like that. But overall, the softer stainless steels, they actually say it's not designed for that. So may not have known that and learned something today maybe. But what I do have is another King stone. As y'all guys know, I love my King stones. This is the King Neo. This is the ST-2. These are, as you can see there, it specifically says for stainless. I've actually been wanting to get my hands on this stone for a little bit. I just haven't for one reason or another. There are, I think, 4 versions of this stone. As you can see, this one's the one with the base. It is rather thick. There it is next to my meat hooks. It's a pretty big stone. If you look at, and again, if you know the size of the King Deluxe stones, which are fairly large stones to begin with, I'll show you here, compared to it, they're kind of the same width, roughly, you know? Yeah, right about there. And about the same thickness. I would say, obviously, that the Deluxe is a slightly thicker stone than this. But what I'm getting at, there's a lot of stone there, right? So the Neo is, like I said, designed for stainless. I read something at one point that was saying that it has silicon carbide in it. That's wrong, I believe, but it is a special abrasive, not like their normal King series. I did not get the information as to what that actually is. I'll see if I can find it, maybe put it in the description below. Sorry about that, had a little cut. I bumped the thing and it stopped recording. So as far as what those abrasives are, again, like I said, I don't know, but I will find out and let you guys know here. As for a winner, we're going to announce the winner for the pop-up. Remember I said pop-up ALTSTONE giveaway. And again, we still have it going for next week, right? Next Wednesday, I'll announce the 2-week giveaway winner. But the one that I announced this weekend, after, you know, again, being a subscriber and a commenter to the channel, is Todd Carr. So congratulations. Shoot me an email. If you go to my bio for the channel, you'll see the view email address portion. When you click more, click on that email, give me a shot with your name and your address, and I'll go ahead and shoot you out an ALTSTONE. If you have a preference in grit, let me know. The ones that I have currently are 300, I think, yeah, 300, 1000, wait, no, I don't have 300 left, 1000, 3000, and 8000 currently. So just shoot me a message with which one you want, and I'll get that out to you. It'll be a few days, of course, but I'll get it over to you. Other than that, like I said, next Wednesday, not today clearly, but next week, 1 week from today, is the other announcement. They're also doing a thing where I'm going to be making an official video for them on a how to sharpen kind of thing, which will be kind of cool. So I'll share that with you guys as soon as I get that done. That'll be kind of cool, I think. They asked me today if I would do that for them, and I was like, absolutely. So that'll be more of a tutorial video. So if you know anybody that wants to learn to sharpen, I'll have something up that's more official than the one I did the other day, just kind of straightforward, that they're going to professionally edit, they said, for me as well. So that'd be kind of cool. Anyway, without further ado, I'm going to sharpen the knife that ElmDollDesigns sent to me the other day. They're a seller on Etsy. This is the RH Forschner Victorinox. It's an excellent knife. I actually used it to prepare dinner the other night after sharpening with the Morihei 500. And that thing, man, I tell you, it's got a great edge. Can't wait to put this on there. But yeah, give them a shout out. Check them out if you're looking for. They've got some vintage knives. They've got vintage straight razors, double edge razors. They've got beads. They got all kinds of stuff. So it's on Etsy, ElmDollDesigns. They're an Illinois seller, and they are amazing people. I don't think you'll find a better seller on Etsy, so check them out. All right, so on to this king. This is as far as I was able to look, and like I said, I've been looking at these for months. They're only 800 grit. That's it. I haven't seen one that is more. I haven't seen one that's less. There was a guy, Triple B Handmade, I guess, did a video on these some time ago. He had quite a lot of good things to say about them as well. I hate to mess up the stamping. It looks really nice. So, but yeah, 800 grit. The finish apparently is superb on this. But again, the abrasives are they're just unknown. So without further ado, let's get started on this beautiful Victorinox, and we'll go ahead and put this 800 grit edge. I don't know. They say that the finish on this is a little better than 800. It's going to be basically a little over 1,000 grit as far as the comparison. But yeah, so it's supposed to make light work of these harder stainless steels. So let's give it a shot and see what we got. Let's get some sounds here first, see what it sounds like, and then we'll just see how quickly she cuts. Apparently this thing is a fast cutter. Here we go. Whoops. That's my fault. I did not make sure I had that secured. I always tuck that down. It's a splash and go too, in case obviously you didn't see that, but let's try that again. So it's my bad, guys. Oh, apparently these are also extremely slow to wear and dish. Do not need flattening out of the box. This thing was so flat that it stuck to the back of my Atoma 1200, the one that has the no grit on it, right? No grit plate, just a smoothed out machined aluminum surface. Stuck to it like a suction cup. It was so flat and smooth. So anyway, let's check her out. Here we go. Let's try this again. Wow. Okay, I'm sure you heard that, right? So it sounds fairly smooth. It sounds probably, if I were equating it to something, it sounds as smooth as like my Shapton Kuramaku 2000 grit. Look at all that steel on there. This thing makes that Morihei 500 look like it was a high grit stone. And it wasn't, clearly. I mean, that thing really did a number cutting this knife. But the whole point is, this is, wow, actually, I have a complete burr tip to heel. I wasn't, man, with the experience from the other day, I'm sorry, I'm stuttering for words here. With the experience from the other day, this thing, I did not expect it to have a burr that fast with this 800 grit stone. Again, this is a specially designed stone exactly for what I'm doing and what I'm sharpening. But, you know, you hear those things all the time for specialty things. And, yeah, they perform great, but you don't see this kind of result. But, yeah, this was very, very responsive. The feedback on this stone was, I mean, it didn't miss a beat. So, yeah, I knew exactly where I was on my edge. It didn't pull. It didn't want to gouge. I didn't dip. There was a point where you may have saw me change from this grip like this to where I positioned and moved my finger. It actually let me know how I was maneuvering the knife and changing, and you may have saw me kind of pull a little bit. That's because I felt it all while I was moving in real time. So that's pretty crazy. That's not bad for a stone that's $29. So that's the other thing I forgot to tell you guys. It's a $29 stone. And man, this is something that is not going to leave my rotation when it comes to stainless steels. So I'm going to give it a try on this little softer one too after this guy. I'm going to give it another pass on this side. And I think I'll be able to move to the other side. Then we'll do some burr reduction techniques. Give a cut test, and we'll try that other one there. It's a softer stainless steel. Get some more water in there. Man, it's so quiet for what it is. Very minimal pressure. I mean, I'm not like digging into it or anything. I'm doing it more for guiding than anything. Yeah, man, that is just a great stone. You can feel, so I'm sure you guys that have sharpened enough, like myself, you know that when you get a brand new stone and it has kind of that rough texture, right? You're like, man, that's going to be a nice cut in stone because it's nice and rough, you know, this a little coarse, right? But they smooth out when you use them. That's what this one's doing. It's not changing the cutting, but it's kind of got that little smoother feel to it. I'm losing my logos, unfortunately, but that's fine. Fine and dandy. Yeah, I've got a great edge. I do want to work the tip a little bit more. I'll put up a before and after shot. I'll put one up now, and then when I'm done, I'll do a comparison of what it was, as you know, after the 500. So we'll be able to see nothing but the tip. Yeah, we are, man. I'm gonna look at this under the microscope too, just to kind of give myself a little view of what's going on here. Something else too that you guys may like. ElmDoll sent me some straight razors to repair. I say repair, to clean up, and they're absolutely beautiful. So I'm gonna do some videos on cleaning those up and getting the edges kind of back to glory. So yeah, that's a very good looking edge. And the bevel, the scratch pattern that's actually really nice. So it was nice with the Morihei, but obviously as a 500 grit, you know, it was a little coarse, right? That's what we expect. But yeah, this this King Neo, almost forgot what it's called. Their brain's not working today. That's what happens when you go on vacation, right? Or, you know, get vacation from work, your brain just shuts down. But yeah, that's really nice. But I've always loved King. I'm just doing this just to kind of smooth things out. I'm not doing very many strokes here, just giving a few more, just mostly for grins. But yeah, I've always believed in King. If you guys know me and see my other videos, you know that I rant and rave about Kings all the time. If you see me on like Reddit too, I take up for those people that love to crap on King stones. And I don't know why King gets such a bad rap. One of the things I'm thinking that they do get a bad rap for is because they don't cost that much. People think you got to spend an arm and a leg for a stone. You know, if you're not out there spending $80 to $100 or $150 on a stone, then it can't be worth it, right? Well, that's just not true. Not true at all. All right, that was just some long strokes there, just for grins, just because I wanted to. I like the fluid motion of it. It's more of a personal thing. There are a lot of people use that sharpening technique too. Nothing wrong with it. I like the more compartmentalized approach, which is what you normally see me do. So that's like whenever you take the spot, focus on it, and then, ooh, that was a little bolster action there. Anyway, you just sharpen the sections at a time. This allows you to find problem areas a little easier. It's not that you can't with the other method or other methods, but for me, if I'm working on an area and it seems like it's kind of doing okay, and then I move to a different area and it's completely, something isn't right, well, I know I've got a problem somewhere where I'm currently working. Those long strokes like that, you gotta kind of come back and find it. It's not that you can't, it's just more work, right? And I'm lazy, so. All right. Check and make sure we have moved the burr. And we have. It is now flipped completely, tip to butt. Okay. Making sure I'm feeling the stone here. I'm going to check its flatness too, just to see. Because like I said, they said that this thing is doesn't need flattening very much. It did seem friable because I found pieces of it, just little crumbles on the bevel when I used that microscope. I mean, that just kind of happens anyway. But I didn't know if I was supposed to or whatever. But I don't see anything weird here, so weird artifacts. When I first started on this side, I actually hit this metal bolster. So these bolsters can get in the way. I like this one because it rounds off down here and the edge actually starts kind of away from the bolster. But you still have to make sure that when you put it on the stone that you're lining it up. See it right there's the edge. I don't know if you can see that in the thing. Bring it up here a little bit. But there's the part where the edge starts. See where the bolster is. I just make sure that I kind of turn things and get it lined up with the angle that I'm going to use and then set it. So that I avoid the bolster. Sometimes though, when I do that, you'll see like what I did just a second ago. Then all of a sudden I'll put pressure and I'll push in, which pushes the bolster into the side of the stone. Not a big deal. It just sucks. It drags and it puts a little scuff on your bolster. But that's my fault for going a little too fast, but it's fine. It isn't going to hurt anything. Whoop. Man, it sounds smooth. It's got that king sound that I like. But I will tell you, it does feel different than the normal King 1000s, you know, the Deluxes. Because the King Deluxe 800 and the King 1000 and the King 1200, all those brownstones, right? Dancing with Mr. Brownstone. They all feel pretty much the same. This does not feel like that. It's a little smoother. Those have that, what I've always referred to as a chalky feel. And I love that. I love it. This is kind of a mix between glass and chalk. Yeah, we're good on this burr. I'm just going to give it a couple more spankings on this side and give it some long strokes. Saw a spot right there. It does not seem to load up. And that's good. At first, whenever I was struggling to kind of wipe it clean, what had happened there was the water starting to evaporate or kind of like falling off the stone because it's at an angle, and it just kind of was drying up a little bit on the stone there. That's better. I kind of messed up the bevel spot here. I went a little too low on that spot whenever I was jacking around a second ago, but we fixed it. I'm going to focus here real quick in the center. Kind of bring that bevel a little bit more even. Okay. Man, this thing really does cut really fast. It has not lost its cut ability either. So yeah, 100% awesome. I'm going to hit this tip just a little bit. $29 on Amazon. They have, like I said, 4 different sizes. And that's at least for the American market. They may have different sizes in different markets. Do a couple long strokes just because. I just like to do this. I feel too that it kind of like sometimes will even some uneven things out as long as you're maintaining the proper angle the whole way. All right, let's go ahead and we'll do some burr reduction. Some reduct. You guys want to see something funny? So, I told you I was going to do those ceramic rods and make handles and stuff. Here's one of the ones that came in. There wasn't very many of them in stock. I got to wait till they come back in stock. Yeah. It's called Clumsy. That was one that I had sitting in that drawer and literally used as a demonstration for myself one time. So it's sitting in a drawer over there, and I went to get it out because I was going to measure to do some handle making to make a giveaway for you guys, and pulled it out, and I somehow flicked it whenever I pulled a plastic bag to get out of the way of it. And there it went, right on the concrete. So I'm going to make some short ones. All right, so alternating strokes, edge leading. Same angle we were sharpening at. Doing 5 of them. Minimal pressure at best. We're just trying to work that burr. I'm moving some cords out of my way here real quick. There we go. Like I said, same angle you were sharpening at. Light pressure, using fingers to guide. Okay. Curious if it's a cut paper towel. I don't know. I don't even know if the 500 would have, to be honest. I didn't try. Did I? I don't think so. I've slept since then. I'd like to see. It's been a pretty good spring break. Anybody else been on spring break? If you have, like, what have you done? Anything? I think I've done more than 5 now. I lost count because I'm on vacation. I don't need to count. We'll do some stropping strokes. Same thing, alternating 5, same angle. Now we're doing edge trailing. Light pressure, no like crazy pressure. We're just trying to fold that burr back and forth. Feels good. Man, it seems like it's doing wonders on the knife too. Like I said, that Morihei cut this thing really well, but this has made really light work of it. Hasn't loaded up. I've been able to rub it off. Good Lord, I gotta watch what I say. I've been able to rub off the quote load up, which isn't load up, the swarf with my hands and water. So that's good. I actually like that. I'm going to use my microscope real quick here to go ahead and we'll look at this real fast just to make sure that looks good. And I'll go ahead and pop up one of these places a picture of the edge. Looks good, but I can see a burr still. So I didn't do a completely good job, but that's fine. That's what these strops are for. This is my Hutsuls Buffalo leather strop. This has the Richmond 0.5 micron diamond spray. I'm going to use the rough side, suede side. Is that right? Instead of the smooth side. Just going to give it like 4 or 5 quick strops here. Then I'm going to go to the side with the diamond, just to kind of make sure we're all smoothed out. I'm sorry, 1 micron, not 0.5 micron. That's my bad. All right, now we're here. As you can see, I've got the diamond spray on there. 1 micron, not 0.5. They actually, at Chef Knives To Go, recommend the 1 micron coming off of a 1K. So that's technically kind of what we're doing here, even though it's classified as 800. I got a feeling though that this, you'll see when you look at the edge picture. I haven't even really looked at it besides that small microscope yet. You'll see what I'm talking about. It looks really good. I bet it's 1K or better. Okay. That should be all we need. I'm going to wipe it off real quick. My little microfiber towel. Get all the gook, whatever may be on there. I'm going to look at it again. This is the thing with stainless steel right here. And some of that has to do with my angles for removing the strop. Removing the strop, removing the burr. It is mostly removed, but there's still some hanging on there. But I'm going to tell you right now, I guarantee this thing's sharp enough to do a cut test. Let's go ahead and give her a listen before I do that petty real quick, just as a feel kind of thing. I won't do the whole thing. Ooh, you can see it right, yeah. Oh, that's whisper quiet. Whisper quiet. Making sharp things sharp. Ooh. There. There. Oop, bring it back up, guy. Uh-oh. Yeah, she's... Oh, let me get that out of the water there. Okay, that's enough cutting paper, right? Let's do the paper towel. Do-do-do. Moment of truth. 800 grit, King Neo. I know I did it fast, right? Let's see if we can do it slow. Holy mamacitas. That, oh my goodness, peoples. Let me get a new one. Oh. I'm getting a little chub. That's enough to convince me. I mean, I love this knife too. Thank you. Thank you guys so much for that. I really appreciate that. Holy crap. All right, so real quick, let's jump over here. Just a few passes with this cheapie. This is the cheap guy, the 420J stainless. And I got some real water over here apparently. Good Lord, move this over here so it keep my precious knife out of the way. I'll get to you in a minute, water. All right, so this little guy, it's one of those inexpensive Japanese. It's made in, still made in Seki City or whatever, Sakai or Seki. But these are just the stamped, everyday, just cheapies, right? All right, here we go. Oh man, we got a massive burr already. This thing was one of the ones, my wife likes to use it a lot. She loves the smaller knives. And like she cuts everything with them, like tomatoes and carrots and onions and fruit and you name it. She cuts it. Yeah, well, hell. Move to the other side real quick. This might be the fastest little guy ever. Good Lord, this feels super awesome. This may be how I finish out all my stainless steel knives from now on. This thing is, that's a beast. That is just freaking amazing. Holy cow. That, yeah, if you don't have one of these, I recommend it highly, especially if you do anything with stainless steel. Anything at all. Oops. That angle, that's my bad. I was really getting going in there. All right, let's test it. How long was that? Just like what? A minute and a half, maybe total? This stone, I may buy one as a backup. Like, that's how much I really like this thing. And maybe I shouldn't act like I've never done that because I'm a stone hoarder. And yeah, I've got backups for stones. that if you saw it, you'd think I had a mental problem, probably. I have so many. Like, I've got stones, like the 12K Shapton, for example, right? The first time I ever used that stone was years ago. The Shapton Kuramaku. It did such an amazing job polishing. I immediately bought a second one. It's sitting on the shelf over there. It's never been touched once, and I don't use my current one a whole lot. Same thing with the glass 220. Same thing. You know, I freaking bought a spare. But to be fair, the glass 220, I do believe that I think I've wore through almost half of my current one. I'm going to use this hanging strop over here real quick just to make sure I got the burr off. But yeah, I'm a stone junkie, stone cold junkie. Use the smooth side. Okay, just a few strops, right? I did about 3 to 4 per side. All right, let's listen again. Wish I had the one. Oh, there it is, right there. There's the one I had in my hand earlier. No, it isn't. Never mind, I'll get a new one. All right, here we go. Oops, that's the burr I just caught. Jesus. Oh my God. It's cutting wavy lines like that. Whoa. I'm just curious. This thing, it wasn't dull, okay? It was still cutting fruit, vegetables, whatever. But it was not sharp by any means, okay? You saw how long I spent on that stone. No time. Let's just see. I don't know what's going to happen here. Just curious. You ready? That's a rip. That is not a cut. Well, that cut it. That was jagged. I'm not going to sit here and lie about it. But, yeah, it cut it. It's still jagging, so maybe I got some burrs somewhere. But regardless, it doesn't matter. You saw how quickly that thing got this sharp. I'm going to do some more work on it because I would never spend that small amount of time on something that I use in the kitchen. But there you go. There you have it. The King Neo. Get another picture here of the box. King Neo. This is the ST-2, which is the stand. And I believe size 2. I don't know. Yeah, King Neo. If you don't have one, I recommend getting you one. That is amazing, guys. This is definitely going to be a new stone in my rotation for a very long time, at least with stainless knives. So check it out. Remember, comment and be a subscriber to the channel. Get you entered into next Wednesday's drawing for another ALTSTONE. That is a vitrified whetstone made by Suhiro, produced by the company, or sold by the company ALTSTONE. Great company, guys. They're doing a lot of things to try and get this channel built up. So it's going to keep me being able to give you guys free stuff. They also have, I won't say what, but they also have ties with different knife companies and things. So we'll be doing some reviews of those as well that they send me. I really appreciate them. And then, yeah, like I said, they're giving me stuff to give to you guys. So, and I get to use some stuff too. I'm not saying that I don't benefit here. I want to always be transparent about that to you guys. But anyway, again, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, wait for your name to be drawn, guys. If you have any questions, put them in the comments down below. If you have any recommendations, put them down below. I got some other things queued up that I'm going to do as well. I'm going to release probably 4 videos in the next, I don't know, 5-6 days. So be looking out for those, guys. I appreciate your support, giving me your time. Without you guys, I'd be nothing. So I appreciate you so much. And until next time, I'll see you. Peace and love.